My name is Herbert Menzer. I'm resident of Lamu Island since 10 years. I'm very happy to set up the second time the Lamu Art Festival together with Rachel, who is responsible for the music department.
My name's Rachel Filer and I'm the owner of Diamond Beach Village, which is an eco-lodge on Manda. I've been here for 17 years. My mum's an artist, my grandmother, my grandfather, they're all painters. Music for me was more of my passion. The Lamu Arts Festival is incredible to be involved with. It feels a natural progression of what I've been doing here at Diamond for 17 years.
I came to Lamu by coincidence and I fell in love with the whole Lamu heritage, the Swahili heritage, the Swahili culture, the Swahili architecture, the laid-back atmosphere of the island. And it was from the early beginnings already my plan to connect this island better with art in general, to invite artists from Europe, from Kenya, and we set up in the early years the Lamu Painter Festival. The period of artists in residence to create the artwork was 6 weeks. Some of them, they are coming to Africa the first time, so it is even to promote Africa as a continent. Others are returners since 5 years now. So this was working out well to connect Lamu to a certain scene in Holland, in Germany, in France, in UK. And this year the whole thing kept on growing. So we brought more artists, we created more artworks, and Rachel brought more musicians.
The first song I sang, it was Machozi, that means tears. And I was talking, the song talks about how we human beings have been, how lucky we are, but at the same time, how we are destroying it. For me, I was telling them how important Lamu is. And what I told them, it was very simple. They have to take care of Lamu, because Lamu is their place. Lamu it belongs to them. It doesn't belong to anyone else more than them.
Yes, the Lamu Arts Festival experience is really the definition of Audio Sans Frontières. It was a raw kind of, cultural, local event for local people with local African bands playing, that traveled in, and the reception was just absolutely incredible. And through that, we met kind of the Minister of Tourism and all these things iterated our intention, seeing the reaction, particularly amongst local musicians whose life is music, but who have never had the opportunity to hear their band through anything but a crackly sound system, has been incredibly rewarding and acted as confirmation, like an eccentric idea actually definitely has legs, and as in a sound system in a totally alien landscape that's never heard anything like that before. And that's another thing that actually is very important in our mission here.
Through Function 1, where we're able to subsidize the sound system for the benefits of lifting up artistic culture. So, for instance, we travelled with Function 1 sound system to Lamu for the Lamu Arts Festival in February, where we were able to subsidise the sound system for the county and have a fantastic show in the square and on Manda and on the beach as well.
You ain't got nothing better to do.
It was amazing. It was because in Nairobi there's a lot of diversity, so it's hard to just get a crowd that really appreciates it. But Lamu's kind of, a bit listening to the old roots jams from the 80s, and it was amazing because we've never felt that in Kenya before.
It's such a pleasure to bring music to Lamu Town Square. From Baki Simba until Idd Aziz singing Come Dada on stage, I think it really worked for everybody. The young and the old, the women, children. I really hope that Lamu enjoy
Tuimbe pamoja. Kama wapenda Lamu, kama wapenda Lamu, imba na mimi. Kale na tukae kae.
I think Kenyan musicians, I think East Africa needs to come up a notch with the awareness of the beauty of East African music, and to a younger generation who are in need of some of them, you know, some vision and some inspiration. And if bringing artists, Kenyan artists, European artists, and Kenyan musicians together to celebrate Lamu as an incredibly diverse and beautiful, special place, then I think it's great for everybody.
Always part of the festival is the traditional dhow race, which has a long story in Lamu, and dhow captains compete since ever. It's such a picturesque a setting when the dhows, they start from the beach and all the crowd is watching, and then they fight during the race. Then of course there's the prize giving. It's a big cultural event and a long tradition in Lamu. It was the first time that we filled Lamu Fort with such big number of artworks, and all the walls were plastered, the sculptures in the courtyard. It was really touching because it was a huge space, and it is the first time that it was proper filled up with artwork. The art festival is by side the Lamu Yoga Festival, the Lamu Cultural Festival, and this is why Lamu is called the Island of Festivals.